2 years, Stetson Jorgensen out of Idaho has qualified for the Wrangler National Finals and has been in the thick of it for the world title, especially this year. Now, he rides one of the best horses in the country, Garrett Henry's Mabel. Now, fellow steer wrestler Jacob Edler wanted to ride a different horse halfway through the finals. He asked if he could get on Mabel. Well, Garrett Henry and Stetson Jorgensen said, sure, absolutely. Jacob Edler won the world championship. Stetson was runner-up by $1,700. Here's a story about one of the most unselfish players in the game of rodeo.
Good start right here. Look here, guys. Oh, still hustle. What? There you go.
He got it. Good. 3-3.
I thought the momentum on that steer kind of, he's got his vice right there. You know, he calls it his gun rack. He got the gun rack out there, but great start. We talked about start. Got the start he needed, stayed over that inside horn, and I thought that steer kind of handed his head and rolled at him, was going to fall slow. But you see right here, watch Stetson keep pulling, keep hustling. Got the time to go around right now.
In high school, I did all the events except for bareback riding, and I thought for sure I was going to be a little bull rider. I graduated high school, weighed 160, and once I got to college, I thought I was still going to be a bull rider, but I grew like a weed and had some success in it in college, and I liked riding broncs, but like I said, I grew, and I like throwing the beef instead of getting thrown around them, so that's how that ended up. I was born into it. My brother's high school rodeo, junior rodeo, and my sisters did all that, and so I was born into it, and I rode my first sheep when I was 1, and it just kind of, the fire struck since then. You know, it's been junior rodeos, high school rodeos, college, and now I'm here today. Competing with Garrett Smith it was quite the deal. You know, he pushed me and I pushed him, and we always win one weekend, he'll win the next weekend, and I believe, you know, in good competition like that, we push each other since we're little. I win one weekend, Garrett win next weekend, or vice versa. And as high school and rodeoing with Garrett, you know, we always pushed each other, you know, and I believe that's why we're here, is because we pushed each other since we're just little. And good competition, you know, you're better at the competition. So getting into my professional year, I was on my permit for probably 3 or 4 years, just labor on a fence company, and I just had enough money in my pocket for that weekend run, and I was in Wyoming then, and I grew out of that and started getting really moneyed up, you know, try to get some more money in my pockets, and so I went in pipelining with my brother-in-law. I rode it for 1 year and got a feel of it and knew what I had to do, and got my own trucking company and started making some good money and put some money away, and finally quit that and now started rodeoing full time.
Now Stetson needs to be moving when he nods. Decent right there. Stetson gets a hold of him, and steer just hangs that toe just a little bit. 3-9. He speeds it up by a 10th.
Yeah, that takes all body strength right there, doesn't it?
Yeah, Mabel came from Garrett Henry from Wyoming, and I spent a couple winters out there before, helping them out on their ranch, and he had a lot of things going on in his life. He had another kid. He bought a few more and more ranches, so he was dang sure busy. And he knew what kind of horse he had and what kind of caliber, and he didn't want her to go to waste, and just paid my dues, and he thought I'd be the best match for her, and I'm very fortunate that he asked me, and changed my life for sure. What Garrett likes to say, we're like peanut butter and jelly. I love the way she runs. You know, obviously she's fast. She's fast off the corner. Her goes are great. She makes my job way, way easier.
You know, he was talking about it, and what horse do you get on? What horse do you get on? What horse have you won on? What horse do you feel the most confident on? We'll see if Jacob can capitalize. Gets out of the barrier, see what he can get done right here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's nothing like making a horse change. Hits the barrier right there. Bobbles that inside horn, but that does not affect him. He stuffs it back down and stayed over and finished that steer. Great job, Jacob Edler.
Jacob Edler, how important was it to get on the great horse Mabel and be able to move from 8th to 1st and win a gold buckle at your very first NFR?
It was very important. and that just shows who we are as steer wrestlers. It would have been impossible without Stetson Jorgensen allowing me to get on that horse. She made my job so easy, and I'll never be able to repay him for letting me do that.
Yeah, when Jacob got on Mabel at the finals and ended up winning the world, and I was a little, not really upset at the end, but I was dang sure, proud of Mabel, what she done all 10 days. She was super solid for the both of us, and that's just what steer wrestlers are about, help each other out, and I was just happy as get second as Mabel won first. So I had my own horses like my permit year and my rookie year, and coming up, I borrowed horses, and I'm getting better and better, getting mounted better, and working on my bulldogging with Dirk Tabner and Stan Branco, and watching Luke's videos and all those mentors, that bulldog great. Just traveling with those guys too. It's going down the road, and you're better, get better every day. So we travel. I get a lot of crap for getting done with bulldogging and put on my horse and run back behind the chutes to help anybody in the bull riding. It's still in my blood, and I still love it. And, I don't want to get on anymore. I don't want to do that. But no, I love helping people out, and I love rodeo. I still have the same nerves as I did going my first year at Vegas, going into the Globe Life Arena in Dallas, and I keep telling myself, I've looked all year for this opportunity, and why be nervous now? This is exactly where I wanted to be and how I wanted to be. And so let's just put our hats on and bear down and have fun and go with the punches. 2019 ended up third in the world, and last year ended up reserve champion. And all I can say is I'm feeling dangerous, and look out, 'cause I'm coming.
Kind of reminds me of the Purpose-Driven Life book by Rick Warren. It's not about you, he said. It's about what you can do for other people. And that is what Stetson Jorgensen did for Jacob Edler. Unselfishly stepping aside, letting him on the horse, and really didn't care what happened. He did what needed done. He did the right thing. Well, we appreciate you doing the right thing and riding along with us tonight here on Pro Road.